Well, they finally got us a studio.
Whenever you deal with music, you find drugs.
Hello and welcome to CNN's News of the Absurd. I'm Jerry Polini, and for the past 2 weekends, deadheads around the world have been celebrating the life of Jerry Garcia. Unfortunately, I missed most of the festivities due to a Jerry Garcia-induced coma. So in this episode, we'll continue the celebration of an American icon, because wherever Jerry went, so too went the party. And everybody likes a party.
I'm very upset about it. It generates a lot of noise, and it's a safety hazard. It's a security hazard. We're being told what we can and can't do. It's almost like we're in a, we're in a prison camp or something.
Well, sounds like somebody wasn't invited to play spin the bottle with the cool kids. Or maybe he just lives across the street from this.
And they can't pull that curtain across and block access to my home.
Okay.
You know? And that's what they're doing.
They would be the producers of a new reality TV show called Block Party, where several homes in a Kennesaw, Georgia subdivision are being isolated as the residents compete for a $1 million prize. So basically, it's business as usual in the suburbs, but with a slightly bigger wall to shield their innocent children from the real world.
It's bringing some excitement to the neighborhood, and I like some reality TV shows, so it's fine with me.
Of course it is. I mean, God forbid your entertainment involves something where people weren't voted off of an island. And if one particular neighbor has anything to do with it, several residents are going to get voted out of the Homeowners Association.
There's been people fined out in this neighborhood for having little 1-foot statues of a Georgia bulldog on their porch, okay, and they let this happen.
Now, even though he was an accomplished artist, Jerry Garcia will forever be most remembered for his music. And if you ask some fans, they might tell you that music is magical and it opens you up.
Music's magical and it opens you up.
See? So I wonder what old Jer would have thought of this musical church in Bullskin Township, Pennsylvania.
And as far as drugs are concerned, we don't condone drugs, but whenever you deal with music, you find drugs.
And that's the part not sitting too well with Fayette County law enforcement, who recently confiscated a whole lot of drugs and paraphernalia at the festival being put on by the Church of Universal Love and Music, previously known as my college housemate's upstairs bedroom.
There's not a single church that doesn't use music as worship. We were founded solely around that because music's magical and it opens you up and you're more receptive to love and you smile at people and you communicate with them.
So, to recap, it's a church based on the power of music, and apparently by cosmic law, when you have music, you must also then have drugs. That being said, drugs are prohibited at the church's regular gatherings, despite the fact that one of the bands playing their stage is called Drugs.
Music's magical and it opens you up.
Before the recent raid, the church was in an agreement with the county that they would only host 12 concerts this year and additionally would not permit drugs or public nudity. Now, however, for both sides, that agreement really isn't worth the rolling paper it was written on. Finally, speaking of church, to some people, Jerry Garcia was more than just a legendary guitarist. He was a god, Jesus with a sixth string. And as residents of Florida have shown us time and time again, Jesus has a special knack of showing up in the oddest of places. So maybe, just maybe, Jerry Garcia will fly back to Earth and reveal himself, perhaps even on a toilet, right next to Toilet Jesus.
I get a little choked up because it's so silly and it's so funny, but it really just made my day. It really made my day.
Magdalena Nelson was simply going about her business, cleaning the bathroom. Not the master bath, the guest bath, the one honoring Sin City.
It's decorated Vegas cheese ball style.
And as she sat there scrubbing that porcelain throne,
The face of Jesus came out.
and there it is, right in the heart of her I Heart Las Vegas bumper sticker. By the way, in case you were unsure of what Jesus supposedly looks like, here's a reminder.
I said, holy, and I went from every angle, and I looked, and I looked, and I called my boyfriend in, and it was there.
I thought it was ridiculous, and I thought she was crazy.
But hey, live and let live. If the image of Jesus on your toilet helps get you through the day, then have at it and keep on trucking to a different bathroom. Apparently, this one is now off limits. No Jesus for you. Well, that's all for this edition of News of the Absurd. I'm Jared Polini, and I got next. Oh, we're twittering. I'm trying to do my show, guys. It's a podcast. It's for the internet fans. God. Do you have your headphones on, Benji? Oh, no.